Once upon a time, in the tranquil land of Japan, there lived a renowned Zen master named Hiroshi. He was revered not only for his wisdom, but also for his exceptional ability to help people face their deepest fears. Many sought his guidance, hoping to find the inner strength to overcome their anxieties and doubts. One day, a young woman named Sakura arrived at Hiroshi's humble temple, her heart heavy with fear. She had been plagued by a recurring nightmare in which a menacing shadow pursued her relentlessly. The fear had begun to consume her waking hours, making her life unbearable. She approached Hiroshi with tears in her eyes and asked, "Master Hiroshi, can you help me face my fear?" Hiroshi nodded with a gentle smile and invited Sakura to sit with him in the temple garden. They sat in silence for a while, surrounded by the soothing sounds of nature. The wind rustled the leaves, and the water in the nearby pond whispered its secrets. "Tell me about your fear, Sakura," Hiroshi finally said. Sakura hesitated, but then began to describe her nightmare, the shadow that haunted her every night, and the paralyzing terror it invoked. Hiroshi listened intently, his eyes fixed on a distant point as if he were seeing beyond the words. When Sakura finished her tale, Hiroshi nodded thoughtfully and said, "Sakura, your fear is like the shadow in your dreams. It is elusive, ever-changing and shapeless. Just as you cannot grasp a shadow with your hands, you cannot conquer fear by fighting it head-on." Sakura was puzzled. "Then how, Master Hiroshi? How can I face my fear?" Hiroshi smiled warmly and replied, "To face your fear, you must first acknowledge it, embrace it, and understand its nature. Only then can you transcend it. Fear is like a fog that clouds the clarity of your mind. We will embark on a journey to dispel this fog together." For the next several weeks, Sakura became Hiroshi's devoted student. She learned the art of meditation, focusing on her breath and observing the thoughts and emotions that arose within her. Hiroshi guided her in recognizing the patterns of her fear, teaching her that it was not an external enemy, but a creation of her own mind. As Sakura delved deeper into her practice, she began to notice a profound transformation within herself. She observed that the more she accepted her fear without judgment, the less power it held over her. The shadow in her dreams seemed to lose its malevolent edge. One day, as Sakura meditated beneath the serene cherry blossom trees, she had a revelation. She realized that her fear was a part of her, not something separate or foreign. It was born from her own thoughts and insecurities, and it had no real substance of its own. With this newfound understanding, Sakura decided to face her fear head-on. She walked into the depths of the forest, the same place where the shadow had tormented her in her nightmares. She closed her eyes, breathed deeply, and summoned the courage to confront the shadow within herself. As Sakura confronted her fear, the shadow began to dissipate like mist in the morning sun. It lost its power, and she felt a sense of liberation wash over her. She had not conquered her fear through force or resistance, but through acceptance and understanding. Returning to the temple, Sakura shared her journey with Master Hiroshi. He nodded in approval and said, "You have learned a valuable lesson, Sakura. To face your fear is to see it for what it truly is, a creation of your own mind. When you stop resisting and embrace it with compassion, it loses its grip on you." Sakura's story of conquering her fear spread far and wide, inspiring others to seek Master Hiroshi's guidance. And as each person embarked on their own journey of self-discovery, they learned the timeless wisdom that the Zen master had imparted. To face your fear, you must first face yourself.
This is Motivational Hopes. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more future videos.